moment I felt my wheel losing traction on the ground. A split second later, I found myself in much less pain, but much less shock than I had anticipated. And I would spend the rest of the night thinking, how on earth had this happened? In very brief, I had underestimated my speed and underestimated the turn that was right ahead of me. In the first moment, I concluded the speed issue, the first part of that sentence, must have been the main problem. But why? Why did I underestimate the speed? Well, there's this concept. It's called retinal velocity adaptation. So the cells, the receptors on our retina, tend to get tired when they are stimulated in the same way for an extended period of time. And I have been descending for a while. You know, I've been fast. It's been a nice and smooth and fast descent. It was nice. And my receptors did surely get tired. Maybe you notice when you're on the motorway driving at 120 for an hour, and then you get off the motorway and you go into an inbuilt area, and all of a sudden, those 50 kilometers per hour feel so weirdly slow. That's exactly what I had experienced. I had been riding my bike fast and nice and flowy, and those 30 kilometers per hour at which I hit the switchback, they did feel weirdly slow until I realized I wouldn't make that turn. Well, but that was only the first part of the answer. When I started thinking about what to talk to you today, I realized there is a second part. There is the element of anticipation. I had underestimated the turn. But why had I underestimated the turn? Because I had made an experience before. I had been descending for 6 kilometers smoothly, fastly, at night, no car, no bike, no challenge. My brain, my prefrontal cortex told my lower regions, guys, we can chill. This is smooth. These are finally some fast kilometers without thinking, without worrying. And my lower regions were like, okay, fine. Motor system, not quite so prepared. Visual system, not quite so focused. And well, I hit the deck once again. So what did I learn from this switchback on Albula Pass? Number one, more on a personal note, usually it doesn't hurt as much to fall as I think it will. Second, more importantly, the visual or the retinal velocity adaptation that I mentioned earlier is a thing, and it can actually be dangerous. Third, as a human, I remain curious. I remain thinking about the experience that I make and the things that happen in my life. And the more I think about them, the more new information I can integrate into understanding the world. And last but not least, I may not be the only one who needed this reminder that our experiences shape our perception. Thank you.